Alright, in today's video we're going to be talking about dividing fractions. If you've multiplied fractions or seen our video on multiplying fractions, it's very similar. So you definitely want to be able to multiply fractions before we get into dividing. And I'll show you why. Alright, how to divide fractions. We have about 4 steps. The main thing I want you to remember, it's a little acronym, not an acronym, but a phrase we use. Keep, change, flip. That's what we do. I'm going to write some just practice fractions up here. Let's say I have 1/2 and I'm dividing that by 1/4. Alright, I'm going to keep, so step 1, I'm going to keep the first fraction just how it is. Don't change it. So I'm going to have 1/2. I'm just going to rewrite 1/2. That's my keep. And then second step is to change. I'm going to change the divide sign into a multiplication sign. So this division symbol becomes just my regular multiplication dot. And then I'm going to flip the second fraction. So this 1/4 is going to become 4/1. Now when I flip that fraction, it's called the reciprocal. So if you've heard that or you've seen that, that's what we're talking about. I just flip a fraction upside down. So the numerator becomes the denominator and vice versa. The denominator becomes the numerator, your reciprocal. And now once I've kept, keep, change, and flip, once I do that, then I just multiply the fraction like normal. So that is why I need to be able to multiply fractions before I can divide. So I do 4 times 1, 4. And then 2 times 1 is 2. So 4/2 is really just 2/1, 2. So that's what happens to my fraction there. So think, keep, change, flips. There's a couple other sayings, so you might know another one. Feel free to share. So we have dividing fractions. Reduce the answer if possible. So try this one out. Keep, change, flip. Feel free to pause and try it. Or follow along with me. I'm going to keep the first fraction, 1/5. So keep, change the division sign to multiplication. Flip your second fraction. So now I've got 4/7. Remember, that's called the reciprocal. Reciprocal. It's a popular word as you get into other maths. All right, and then we just multiply the numerators. 1 times 4, 4. And then multiply your denominator. 7 times 5, 35. All right, think, is there anything you can simplify? Can you reduce anything out of that? You can't. So we're done. That's all. So dividing fractions are not, if you can multiply fractions, you can divide fractions. All right, now what about this one? A little different because I just have a 2 and it's not a fraction. So we can rewrite it. Let's write that as a 2/1. Might be easier for you to see. So keep the first one, 9/7. Change your sign, multiply, and then flip your 2/1. Your reciprocal of that is 1/2. Sweet. Multiply that, 9 times 1, 9. Over 7 times 2, 14. There you go. There's your answer. 9/14. Nothing to simplify out of that, so you're done there. And this is actually our last slide. So go ahead and pause it, try these. Remember to convert your 5 2/3, convert that to an improper fraction first. All right. Assuming you've paused it and you've solved it, I'll go ahead and work them out, or maybe if you got stuck, here's some help. So I'm going to keep the first one, 3/2, times, instead of divide, then I'm going to flip it. Remember, that's called the what? The reciprocal. Please know that word. All right, I got 3 times 7, 21, over 2 times 10, 20. Again, it's fine to leave that as an improper fraction. If you want to change it to a mixed number, you're welcome to. I'm going to leave mine. All right, your next one, we want to go ahead and change your first one into a improper fraction, excuse me. You've got 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17, over 3. Change your sign, 3. Now that's a 6. So remember, that's like 6/1. So flip that to 1/6. And then you are going to get 17/18. There we go. Sorry. Lost my pen for a second. And your last one, keep 12/7 change your division sign to multiplication, flip your fraction, 7 over 4. I can cancel some things out now. So the 7s are both going to cancel out just to be 1s, so that's not going to change my number. 4 is going to become 1, and then 12 is going to become 3 because I took a 4 out of both of those. 4 divided by 4, 12 divided by 4. So essentially I'm left with 3, remember that 7 became a 1, 3 times 1, which is 3, over 1 times 1, which is 1. So really, I get 3. Oops, let's circle him. And that's that. And that's dividing fractions. So if you need help with multiplying fractions, check out that video. And here's dividing fractions. We also have a video for adding and subtracting fractions as well.